Hello legends and welcome to another episode of The Drop UK. Plenty to update you on this week's show. Could virtual reality porn be heading to a hotel room near you soon? And who's the stacked star in the new Jumanji film? If you haven't seen the first one, you're in for a treat. First though, congrats to all who did the London Marathon this year. It was my first one and after mile 17, my gosh, it was tough. People train for months to get fit for this race, which is 26.2 miles long from Greenwich into central London. And that's what makes the death of David Seath such a shock. He was just 31 and a veteran of Afghanistan, plus a Green Beret in the army. Just 3 miles from the finish, he collapsed and died after suffering a heart attack when near Southwark Bridge. This was a chap who no doubt was fit as heck. He'd been to Sandhurst Military Training Academy, where you have to be physically fit to pass anything that they throw at you there. And I think the shock of someone so young and that healthy dying on the course is just so difficult to take in. David was no doubt way fitter than people like myself, so it really makes you sit up and realise how fragile life can really be. His friends and colleagues now plan to complete what he started by walking the final 3 miles of the course for him, while continuing to raise money for his chosen charity, Help for Heroes. A fundraising page set up by one of his mates has raised over £100,000 so far. There's a link here now below, so I'll be donating to that, and let me know if you are too. For now though, let's take a look at some of the most memorable outfits of the day. Right, to a slightly strange concept now, which might be coming to hotels all around the world soon, or maybe not actually. Virtual reality porn is to be offered as part of the room service in some Las Vegas hotels. Of course, where else? Sin City, as it's known, will have a whole new meaning to it now, in addition to the drinking and gambling. VR is set to be the new big thing, no pun intended there. All the big tech firms want to get in on it, and in this case, a porn studio, VR Bangers, has teamed up with British headset manufacturer Aura Visa to test out a wireless headset. The company explains how the room will be simulated, again, no pun here. Your chosen guy or girl comes to knock at the door and then boom, you're away. Pretty weird, I reckon, but you've got to admit, it's pretty fascinating too. But what do you make of the idea? Will it take off? Let us know below. Next, this could literally be the best life hack ever. A new app which allows you to delete drunk texts or messages you wish you hadn't sent. That awkward moment when you've had one too many drinks and you end up messaging someone you probably shouldn't have been and perhaps saying stuff you shouldn't have said. Yep, we've all been there. Now, this app called Protect Your Privates allows you to delete messages before they've been read by the other person. So you've got to get to it quickly, hopefully before they've woken up the next day. There's also a screenshot prevention too. Here's a look at how it works and a link if you want to download it below.
First, take a picture, record a video, or write a text message. Choose a friend to send it to. Then choose your security settings. Touch security works by hiding messages until the recipient taps a pair of buttons quickly. Motion security works by hiding messages until the recipient carefully holds their phone upright. Camera security works by hiding messages until the recipient places their face in front of the camera.
Next up, to a woman who probably should have downloaded that app. A lad has been getting trolled and abused on text because he refused to sleep with some girl on the first date. No means no, hun. Both parties go unnamed here, but the messages were posted on image sharing site Imgur. The woman starts a conversation and even goes so far as to suggest that her date had no right to turn down the opportunity to sleep with her, asking him whether he was gay and telling him no only means no when a woman says it. The cheek of it. Can you imagine if the guy was doing that? Unbelievable. The chap responds when asked why they didn't have sex by saying, "Just didn't feel like it." That bad? Well, that was the spark that started the inferno. Read the rest. Took her 2 hours to get ready, apparently, and she was super bleep bleep. Not that hard to whip your bleep out. I assume she means male genital organ here, or maybe wallet, who knows. The man explains he doesn't need a reason, and then the woman has a pop at his manhood. The exchange then gets comical and leaves her looking like a total hypocrite when she challenges his no means no argument. Now, fair play to this lad by standing by his principles in the face of an extremely angry and horny woman. Brings a whole new definition to the term hangry, doesn't it? I think deep down, though, he probably just wasn't that interested in her. Finally, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has said he's in for the new remake of Jumanji. He wrote on Instagram saying how excited he was to bring the film to a whole new generation, as well as posing with some of those awesome tattoos. Now, I saw this film when I was a kid, and I thought it was way ahead of its time. The original starred the late Robin Williams, and it's about two kids who play a magical board game to save a man who'd been trapped for years. Here's a clip from the original so you get a feel for what I'm on about.
To play the same game and make an incredible discovery.
Now for an update on the extraordinary events unfolding in Brantford, New Hampshire.
Oh, I can't wait for that. June 2017 it should be around. And that's it for another edition of The Drop. A big congrats to Riyad Mahrez for winning the PFA Player of the Year in football. Leicester, what a team, what a story. Cheers for watching. Hit us with a like and subscribe below and let me know what you think of virtual reality porn. See you later. A new app which allows you to delete drunk texts or messages which you hadn't sent. Which you wish you hadn't sent. Messages which... Oh my God. All right. A new app which allows you to delete drunk texts or messages which you hadn't... Messages you wish you hadn't sent. It's not that hard to say. It really isn't. This app, called Protect Your Privates, allows you to delete messages before they've been read by the other person. So you've got to get to it quickly. Jeez, flipping out.